I've trained with Olympians, I've broken school records, and helped dozens of athletes pretty much almost shave off a full second off their 100-meter times. But if you're not careful, you're going to follow the exact steps that will guarantee you to be slow. And like literally, it will guarantee you to be slow. So here's step one: you got to wait until you're ready. The first way to stay slow is simply just wait. Well, actually, the first way to never make progress in your life is to just wait and never take action. You might want to wait until life get easier. Wait until motivation shows up. Wait until your friend believes in you, or wait until your coaches believe into you, or even wait until you believe in you. Right? If you just broke your arm, bike. If you can't do bike squat, do bench press. But you can always take action and move forward with your life, especially if you want to get faster. So I just got off a call with an athlete recently, right? Talented kid, said all the right things. Told me he loved track and told me he really wanted to go D1. Like, man, this was his dream. And he said everything, right? He even said this: if I was able to go D1 or even just break through this plateau, it would be keystone. It would be monumental for his for his confidence. Monumental for his confidence. He said if he could do this, he feel like he could do everything in his life. But when it came to take action, he froze. He wanted to think about it. And I mean, I asked him, man, like, what do you want to think about? Like, you took so long. You met with my team, right? You did the speed improvement. You done all these things, but now's the time to lock in on your dreams. And, I'm just going to tell you what I told him right now. Speed doesn't wait. Opportunities don't wait. And progress definitely doesn't wait. So if you're waiting, that's step one of guaranteeing you will not achieve your goals. And here's step two, right? And this is really what gets most people. This is where 90% of athletes and 90% of people lose. They let their fear be absolutely louder than their goals. That same athlete told me something so powerful. I mean, this is what he said. I even wrote it down right here. He said, I'm scared to give everything I have and still fall short. He's scared to go all in and still fall short. I get it, right? That fear is real. But guess what, right? You will never find out how far you can go if you're only willing to try it when it's a guaranteed road of success or when it feels safe. Champions commit before they even feel confident. Champions commit day in and day out, no matter if they fail. And when they do fail, they know that is just the very first sign of actually progressing. And honestly, losers wait for proof before they start moving forward. Losers want to guarantee before moving forward. Because fear is ultimately, the weight that slows most people down. So that's step two of making sure you stay slow. Here's step three, right? Is speaking like a champion, but acting like a victim, right? And, the final step is really so deceptive because everybody says the right things. Everybody's working hard. Trust me, everybody thinks they're working hard, right? Everybody thinks they're putting in all they got, but everybody isn't getting results, right? Everybody isn't actually improving, but your actions don't truly match what you're saying. You talk about how bad you want it. You post about grinding, right? You tear up on phone calls. This athlete teared up and how much the sport means to you. But when it's time to overcome fear, when it's time to act like the champion that you speak like, act like the champion that you know deep down is in you, suddenly your dreams become negotiable, right? Suddenly that burning desire turns into hesitation. Now, I don't want this to sound like a rant, but let me be blunt. If your actions don't match your ambitions, you're not committed. You're not willing to protect your dream. You're just cosplaying greatness, right? And this is really where it all boils down to. You don't need that new pair of spikes. You don't need motivation. You need to make a decision. And that decision needs to be going all in on you. A decision to stop repeating the same blueprint that is guaranteeing you to stay slow. A decision that is guaranteeing you that, okay, this didn't work last year, so I'm going to do it again. Well, how many times are you going to do it again and not get the results you want? How many times are you going to see your teammates get better? How many times are you going to go on Instagram and think, oh, maybe that's the right drill, or maybe that's the right TikTok drill I need to do, or that's the best exercise? You need action. You don't need another exercise. It's that simple. You need to take massive action on your life. So if you're actually ready to move different, right? And not just talk different, I built a free system to help athletes. You know, really like you run faster, stay healthy, and actually get noticed. I mean, actually lock in on your dreams. And this isn't another random influencer video. This is not a video of the best 3 exercises to improve speed. Because truly, if you aren't even having some sort of film breakdown or analysis, there's no way to possibly know what's the best exercise for an individual, right? And okay, I don't want to go off, but sprinting is dynamic. So if you're standing doing anything, right, and it's not dynamic, I won't even go there. But you need to get on a custom speed build plan that someone can actually see where you are, find your weaknesses, and can lift you up to your goals. Take each step into walking in to what you feel like you can truly achieve with absolutely zero excuses.